everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the brand new Transformers Studio Series Decepticon Mohawk, a core class figure that I was really anticipated for and really happy that I finally got it. I purchased this figure at Macy's for $10, you guys can as well, just check it out at your local Macy's or Targets. So in this video, we're going to be reviewing this character and why you guys should buy this character. So without further ado, let's get started. This tiny little menace made his first debut in Transformers The Last Night and his last debut as well, before getting annihilated by Bumblebee. But here we can see we have a really nice box art of Mohawk. Here we get a really nice CGI, and in the background is the Autobot camp or base, however you like to call it. At the top of the box, we finally get our first Bayverse character from Transformers The Last Night, finally. And right here on this side of the box, we get a close render of Mohawk's face. Moving on to the back, we get two amazing product shots. He transforms in 13 steps from robot to bike mode, and I really do like the bike mode. Even though it's a clump of metal, it still looks really cool. And this side is just an extended CGI of the previous one that we've seen on the left side and on the front side. So yeah, that was the box. On the bottom is the words. So overall, yeah, I do like the character's box. Now, here we have Mohawk. Mohawk being the most charismatic Decepticon in Transformers The Last Night. It's finally I'm finally glad to finally have this in the collection, and it's so cool. We never got an official Mohawk toy, but I do know there are some third-party companies for this character. But finally, this is the only official Hasbro release that they have done, and I think they did a banging job at this. If we just take a look at the details on this figure, he does have a really nice Mohawk. I really wish they would have painted some green highlights on it, but I don't really mind that much. On the head, we get some nice details and paintwork. We get some green as well as red for the eyes, as well as some green going around the body to match the character appearance. I do like all the little details and stuff. And finally, we get the chicken leg design. Finally, something that was really reminiscent in the Michael Bay films, chicken legs in the Decepticons. So I really do like that. And the figure is literally no kibble at all. So I really do like that. They really focused on the CGI model in the character, and they really didn't really care about the vehicle mode, which I really do like. I do like how the wheels store on the top, because this is how the CGI model matches, and honestly, they should really use this kind of mechanics for the Studio Series Core Class Bros of the Beast RC, because that figure looks kind of better with the wheels up. But overall, I do like how the figure looks like. As far as articulation goes, he has a mushroom peg, which could make him do swivel, and then he can move his head around with 360, and he does have a mouth joint, so he can literally be laughing at someone as they're getting killed, and it looks really funny. He does have this little gimmick that I really did like, that they put that you could just pop off his head and recreate that one scene where he's blown to bits by Bumblebee, and then he says something, oh, that's messed up, or something like that. It's really funny that you could do that with this character. But overall, I really do like that part of articulation, and it's a really nice gimmick. Moving on to more articulation, he has a ball joint at the arm, so he has full range of motion. He has a hinge joint at the elbow and a ball joint at the elbow, so he could bend way past 90 degrees due to both joints, one being transformation and one being for articulation. He does not have a waist swivel, but it's alright. He does have a ball joint at the leg, so he can move those around, and a hinge joint at the knee, which is chicken leg inspired, so it looks really, really cool. And he has a ball joint at the leg. I just noticed that there's this little black and silver area. I really do like that. Little small details are really cool. So yeah, overall, this figure has a lot of details and is really cool. He does come packaged with one accessory, being this little blade, that I do recommend being very careful with this, because it is very small and could get lost. So if you're like me, I suggest you attach it to the figure, and just to keep it right there for safekeeping, and don't even separate it or lose sight of it, because this will honestly just get lost. So yeah, overall, I really do like this figure. Now, how this figure scales, let's bring in Decepticon Rumble. And the reason I brought in Decepticon Rumble here is because Rumble and Mohawk are supposed to be packaged in the same wave of core class figures, yet they are kind of separated at times, but it's pretty cool to finally see both of the core class figures of Wave 1 of 2024 finally in the review station, and it looks really cool. Here we have Decepticon Freezer, or Terracon Freezer, however you prefer to call him. And I do like how Freezer and Mohawk look. They look really cool, and they look like they're in the same universe because of the chicken leg design that they have. And it's really cool to finally have another tiny little Decepticon around in the collection, and it looks really cool. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the Last Night Barricade, but I do have this one, and this one makes a great substitute. So overall, Mohawk to Barricade, I think the scale is accurate, and Mohawk is very accurate to his CG render, so is Barricade, so I have no trouble displaying these guys together to create that Megatron Suicide Squad in the film. Here I have him next to Decepticon Singer, one of our first Age of Extinction / The Last Night characters, and here's our most recent one. So overall, the designs have changed and the mechanics have changed as well. Now, unfortunately, similar to Barricade, there's no Dreadbot yet for Studio Series, but we do have Crankcase or Crowbar, and this character could substitute as a good Dreadbot and it'll look really cool. Now here I bring in Dark of the Moon, Thundercracker, and right here we can see Thundercracker to this guy. They're very accurate, as this mold is the same mold for the Nitro Zeus and KSI mold, so overall this is very accurate to the film on how they scaled. After some rapid fire comparisons, here I bring in Galvatron, Starscream, 2007 Megatron, Grindor, and Overload. And now unfortunately, since we don't have the entire Last Night cast or most of the figures, but here we have Mohawk with most of these characters, which could be considered mold mates or molds that are going to be improved to become these characters. So I have Thundercracker subbing for Nitro Zeus, Galvatron for Megatron, Overload for Onslaught, Crankcase for Dreadbot, and Barricade for his Last Night version. So overall, this is Megatron's Suicide Crew, once you think about it. Now, I did want to bring in Bumblebee as well, because Bumblebee was the one who killed Mohawk in the film, and we could just literally tear apart Mohawk and have Bumblebee posing right next to it, and it'll look really cool. So I think this is accurate, and if these characters went head to head with each other, I think that would have been a really, really good fight in the film. So now transformation and weapon storage. So you've already seen me put the knife on the hand, but I did want to showcase to you how you could attach the knife on his rear end. There is this little tab right here, and there is this little slot on the knife, so you could just attach it right there, and you could just have it right there and just have Mohawk just stand right there with nothing to defend himself, ready to get blown up by Bumblebee. But overall, that's the weapon storage. Now for transformation, I'm going to play the music and we're going to be very, very quick with this. Now, here we have Mohawk after that gruesome transformation into his bike mode. And I'm gonna be honest, the bike mode isn't that bad. I thought it would be worse looking at it, but in person it looks way, way better than the pictures. Now, I really do like how the bike forms really, really well, and we get some really nice details such as this red detail, the headlights, the thing that you hold, you put your hands on, and we even see Mohawk's face just popping out right there, spying on anyone. And I do like how the wheels roll really nice, and then we have this like gold area, and it looks really, really cool. I really do like how this character did transform. It's really cool. Now, I did want to mention that this figure's transformation is kind of hard at the same time because there's a lot of ball joints moving around, but overall at the end the result is kind of worth it. I do like the details on it. It's alright, but it's pretty gray, to be honest. I really wish they would have painted a little bit more, but I don't really mind that much as it looks cool. As far as how it scales, here I bring in the Rise of the Beast RC, which has to be the biggest bike I have in my collection, and has to, like, I really have to hold it for it to stay still. Meanwhile, Mohawk, there, it just stays right there, and I really do like how it looks like. I really hope that we could see future design of the Rise of the Beast RC with this type of mold, this type of mechanics instead of this one, as I prefer this more than this. So overall, I really do like the Mohawk design. And here we have Dreadbot, or Crankcase. And we can see Dreadbot from motorcycle to SUV. I think this is accurate in the Michael Bay universe. So, some final thoughts for the Transformers Studio Series Core Class Mohawk. A perfect example of the best Bayverse Core Class figure there is. I kid you not, I really do like this figure. The articulation of this figure is very fast. The transformation is alright, yeah, on the complex side, but it's simple. I do like how this character is accurate to the CGI design. It's really nice, and I do like the paintwork on this figure. It scales well with other Bayverse characters, and I really like this character. So overall, I feel like this is a must-have in your collection if you're a fan of Bayverse and if you want to complete your Age of Extinction / The Last Night team. I really do like this character. Now, tell me what you thought of this character. Do you have him? Are you planning on picking him up? Are you going to pass on this character? Or you don't have him, but do you want to pick him up? Tell me in the comment section down below. Until then, I'll see you in our next video.